Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who have taught me this truth, and a shout out to Yakim that's out there on four quarters of the earth proclaiming this truth. Going out into them cities and declaring to our people to come back to and get into the graces of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Know the names and know who you are. Know that if you have an understanding of this truth, you're an Israelite, despite what you might look like. So we've got another article here. Merkel reaches deal with sister party. Head over immigration after days of standoff. The political crisis in Germany seems to have been averted, and as the ruling coalition reached a sustainable solution on illegal migration, according to German Interior Minister Horst Seehofer, who has agreed not to resign. So, pretty much, you can read some more. Seehofer, who is also party of Germany's Christian Social Union in Bavaria, said that he will continue serving as Interior Minister after the two conservative parties reach a clear agreement on how to handle migrants. And of course, you know that these so-called fucking Christians, these pieces of shit, as I call them, because it's really shit on shit. It's shitting on the shit that they already are, because that's all that Esau is shit. Anyhow, yeah, man, that just fucking amazes me, that, they have, well, we're Christian, we do all these great fucking things, but yet, you're the motherfuckers that created the goddamn refugee crises to begin with. You go in, you bomb the shit out of the fucking countries that haven't done anything, but you do that to fucking control everything, and then you have the nerve to say, oh, you're a Christian, you're going to take in migrants. But you motherfuckers show the fucking real true colors. Oh, we don't want them coming in here because there might be ISIS about. You motherfuckers created ISIS, you piece of shit. So you're just shitting on shit. Speaking of shit on shit, believe it or not, who I believe to be a confusion of face as many other brothers do, Jim Carrey has also spoken out about that shit on shit Donald J. Trump. And here's some of the shit that he has said.
1.9k shares share this story. Jim Carrey is a celebrity for a lot of reasons, for being a hilarious comedian, for being a talented actor, and, most recently, for being an insightful and darkly satirical political artist. With a progressive bent to his definitively anti-Trump politics, Carrey rarely draws a political cartoon that flatters any member of the Republican Party or the Trump administration. Carrey made an exception today, however, with the religiously inspired portrait of Deputy Attorney General and registered Republican Rod Rosenstein. Rosenstein endured the angry and insinuating questioning from members of his own party this week in his testimony before the House Judiciary Committee, as Republican representatives grandstanded to demonstrate their loyalty to President Trump by pressing Rosenstein to jeopardize Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation into the Trump campaign's collusion with Russia by disclosing confidential documents while the probe is still underway. As Judiciary Committee members like Rep. Jim Jordan, R.O., threatened him, Rosenstein held his cool, and even scored points, by demonstrating the congressman's own ignorance of the matters he was questioning. It was this performance that earned the Deputy Attorney General the thanks, and the saintly portrayal, from Carrey in the drawing he posted to Twitter today. God bless you, Mr. Rosenstein, for bravely standing up to the likes of Jim Jordan and Trey Gowdy, who seek to destroy the rule of law, and whose shameful duplicity is now all too evident. I hope there are other Republicans like you who will defend us against this thuggish lot. Thanks. Pic.twitter.com 3 Netgernson Jim Carrey, at Jim Carrey, July 1st, 2018. As far as Carrey's hopes for other Republicans go, remember that despite President Trump's constant referral to the team investigating his treasonous misdeeds as 12 Angry Democrats, Robert Mueller is also a registered Republican, albeit of the antique, pre-Trump variety, an endangered species, if there ever was one. Follow Vinny Longobardo on Twitter.add your name to millions demanding Congress take action on the president's crimes.
So anyhow, yeah, that's just one of many. Eminem has been speaking a lot against Donald Trump as well. So they'll probably have it in for him because he's not doing what they want him to do anymore. He's like speaking out against certain things, and they can't have their dog and pony show that they run. But here are those that are still trapped within who. Are Israelites, but unfortunately they made a deal with the devil and are sort of stuck with it. But it's still fun to watch them speak against their oppressor. So while that's going on, also Esau's increasing his military as he's testing more bombers over Nevada, and so that's another thing because they're going to try to fight the Most High. And these are, your stealth bombers. So let's take a listen here.
Well, the Pentagon has been active at their test range. And this time, the U.S. Air Force has tested the B-61-12 nuclear bomb by conducting this from a B-2 Spirit stealth bomber over Nevada. This was part of an ambitious project that is looking to extend the service life of the bomb that they're testing. It was first introduced in 1968, and they're looking to, prolong the life of this by another 20 years. Now, the Department of Energy's National Nuclear Security Administration and the U.S. Air Force completed 2 non-nuclear system qualification flight tests of the B-61-12 gravity bomb on June 9th, and this was at the Tonopah Test Range in Nevada. This is outside of the location of Area 51 and Area 52 that we've discussed and covered in the past. These tests are the first such end-to-end qualification test on a B-2A Spirit bomber for this B-61-12. So basically they're looking to see if they could equip this type of stealth bomber with this type of ammunition, this large type of bomb, and successfully carry it, deliver the payload, hit their target, and everything else. This is essentially what they did in this test, where they're running these trials. But I wanted to make note of it. This is what they're doing out there in the desert. I'm going to leave a link here with more details.
So, they're testing their bombs, and probably also to go after Damascus, because they want to remove Assad from power. And we know that Damascus ceases from being a city eventually.
Well, Shalom. What had happened there is Esau had taken down this video, so what I've done is I've done a snippet and put it back together again, and I'm just going to go into other videos using the Screencast-O-Matic, and hopefully this splices together correctly. Again, they do not want too much footage of the war on Syria. Because we know that these Edomites are trying to bring down the Assad government, and so what's happening there is that, you get a lot of footage, but they're really cracking down on what you show via the internet, alternative media. Even though I very gladly cite the sources, still though, Esau has been exposed for everything, for all the lies, and so they'll just, they set it to private, so I'm just going to, like I said, snip this thing together, and hopefully this doesn't get taken down. Anyhow, let's just continue on towards other things. So here is some footage that we're seeing now from the wildfires here in California, as we know that
It's not too far from where I'm at, up here in the northern part of California. As you know, it's one of the longer states. Anyhow, you know, it's an omen. These fires are raging out of control because the Most High fucking hates these wicked celebrations. You know, I can't iterate that enough. You know, our fucking, you know, people, they're going out and they're fucking celebrating these wicked festivities, and it's better to be in the house of mourning rather than, you know, having joyous celebrations because, man, we're not free, you know. So, there'll be a lot more of this, you know, taking place. And not to mention, you know, I'd mentioned in the previous video, people are going and getting drunk and just, you know, a lot of people are going to die, so you're better off just fucking staying indoors, you know, grieving the loss of loved ones, you know. As you know, my father died quite a long time ago, back in 2011, you know, so I often mourn him, but I also mourn our people, man. You know, our people are being deported, you know, fucking kids are being chipped, you know, by Esau, you know, and it's just, you know, unfortunately, though, 2/3 of our people do not want to come back to law, statutes, and commandments. But look at this shit. Look at all that's going on here, you know. You can see all this, you know, and, you know, things are going to escalate. And then you have the Kilauea volcano going on.
Associated with forest fires or large explosive eruptions. But there's a type of cumulus. Late May, Hawaiian Volcano Observatory scientists spotted pyrocumulus clouds or fire clouds forming over the Puna fissure system. And today, residents endured a lot of lightning and thunder. The rumbling of thunder and flashes of lightning started just after 7:30 in the morning and lasted
I don't know
all
how
day
good
long
the
in Lower
audio is
Puna.
coming out, so I apologize if it's bad.
The National Weather Service says
either
that
way,
more
this
than
is what's happening in
1,200
Kilauea
lightning strikes
volcano.
between 7 a.m. and 2 p.m. Experts say the lack of trade winds and an upper-level low to the north of the islands are making the weather more unstable. The excess heat from the lava fissures intensified thunderstorms firing up over Leilani Estates and down toward Kapoho. At one point, those pyrocumulonimbus clouds billowed up to 45,000 feet, according to the National Weather Service. A collapse. Explosion event occurred.
Again, I don't know how well the audio is doing with the video over while using both items, so I'm just going to go ahead and end it on this. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. And this is, of course, Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. For that is the end of all them. Hold on. Fucking goddamn Esau. And the living will lay to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. And that's what our people are doing, you know, going and celebrating these wicked festivities, especially 4th of July. We wasn't free on no goddamn Independence Day. This is Edomite celebration, and fuck Esau. It's better to hear the rebuke of the wise, and that's what we're doing right now. You know, the wise among us, than for a man to hear the song of fools. These motherfuckers gonna go out and sing in America the Beautiful. Ray Charles did that song. Now look at him, you know. Fucking, you know. Ain't nothing beautiful about America. America sucks. And so, pretty much, this place is going to be trodden underfoot. And for that, we can't wait. Fuck America. And all you're going to die along with the Edomites if you're partaking in these things. So, again, you know, it's better to be in the house of mourning than go to the house of feasting. Barakatah to all you that are listening. Shalom.